Jouy, folie, jouy, folie, liberty, folie, liberty, folie, chacun. Hi, I'm Toy Insanity. This is Liberty Insanity. 55 Happy National France Day, Bastille Day, June 14th. 1789 was the French Revolution. One of the many French revolutions. I don't know. Happy day to you in France. Enjoy the fireworks and the parades. And okay, it's the equivalent of our July 4th. In fact, okay, so Liberty Insanity 55. You know how Our Lady Liberty on the tablet says July 4th, 1776. The U.S. in 1889 gave France one. Okay, they gave France one that's like 37 feet tall. And it says July 14th, 1789 on her tablet. Okay, so we all know the Statue of Liberty was a gift from France. And I've been thinking more about it because I love Lady Liberty. And I'm like, well, why? Why was it a gift from France? How how did they afford that? And did the U.S. even want it? Anyway, this book answers all those questions, and we're gonna look at some postcards. Golly, showing the construction, and we'll talk about Bartholdi's vision. That's the sculptor. Okay, so on National Postage Stamp Day, I showed you every representation of the Statue of Liberty on a U.S. postage stamp from 1922 to 1986. In the 86 issue, that was the centennial, the 100 years of Miss Lady Liberty in New York Harbor. It was a joint issue with France. And I was like, I really should get the French example. So this is the U.S. release, 1986, 22 cents. And this is the example from France, where it was, 2.2 francs. I don't know. And joint release, commemorative folder. There's French. Good luck with that. I never learned French. I learned Spanish. Above and beyond the friendly Franco-American relations which prevailed at its inception, the Statue of Liberty has come to symbolize a powerful, magnanimous America, enlightening the world with its message of justice. Indeed, the statue is a constant reminder of the spirit pervading the two declarations of human rights, one American dated July 4, 1776, and the other French dated August 26, 1789. Okay, well, I guess the storming of birds... What am I trying to say? Bastille Day. There's been a lot of revolutions in France. We're joining France. The idea of presenting the USA with a giant statue. Be right back. Okay, hopefully you're there in Paris enjoying the celebrations in a wonderful 76 degrees Fahrenheit. It's 120 here, 120 degrees Fahrenheit. That's like 49 Celsius, okay? The equipment's failing. Everything is melting. Life goes on. Okay, you can read this on your own. It's wonderful. Beautiful joint issue. Just melting. I wanted to talk about Liberty leading the people. National treasure of France, a painting from 1830 of the July Revolution. Okay, but we obviously have to talk about the Statue of Liberty. This is from the French Heritage Museum. I guess the one in New York. I don't know. What was his name? Albert Calleya of Colbar Inc. He had the official Liberty... what are they called? I got my tricolor, okay? Frag. What's a frag? Okay, it's probably something. The flag of France, okay? Happy Bastille Day, National France Day, or whatever, okay? Whatever. I've never been to Paris, but I've been to Montreal, okay? Like 6 months, and I still don't know French. Okay, that was a long time ago. Okay, Bartholdi and Le Bouillier, all right? My dudes, because the Statue of Liberty is so visionary. I don't know if this was the dude that made these. Check out Liberty Insanity 4. I'll show you my 4 Colbar busts, all different. Okay, he used the likeness for New York Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas and the French Heritage Museum. Okay, Bartholdi's vision is pretty amazing. Okay, and the idea for the Statue of Liberty goes. For him, it goes back to the 1865, Lincoln's assassination, the end of the American Civil War, and he as a sculptor, he had already made a name for himself doing local landmarks and monuments, but he wanted to do something big. Okay, we got to talk about this, okay? There are several statues of liberty in France. This is the one I was telling you. Did I already mention it? I think I already mentioned this. 1889, the U.S. gifted this one, which is on the Seine, the river going right past Eiffel Tower. Can you imagine seeing the Statue of Liberty in Paris? This is it being constructed in Paris, okay? And I think that was probably in here too. Quarter scale, okay. Lovely. This one has gold on the Liberty spikes. Okay, I think Delacroix's painting. What was Eugene Delacroix? See, look, this is a General Rapp. Bartholdi made this in 1855. Okay, dude was prolific. This, believe it or not, is well, that's a photograph Bartholdi took because he went to Egypt. Here's the whole thing. He went to Egypt prior to the opening of the Suez Canal, and he went for the opening of the Suez Canal. And yes, he wanted to make something. He wanted to make a lighthouse in the image of a lady for the Suez Canal. This is his, the Suez Lighthouse. It's called Liberty Bringing the Light to Asia, I think. Okay, this one never transpired. He couldn't get the fundings. But this was Bartholdi's sketch. This is Bartholdi's clay mock-up for the Egypt idea. Okay, these are ones you can see in Paris, too. Sketch for Statue of Liberty. Bartholdi, 1870. Terracotta model, 1870. Plaster model, 1871. Okay, so it took a lot of red tape and it took a lot of funding to actually get Lady Liberty built in 1886. Yes, the face was modeled after his own mother. Okay, I want to talk about this painting. Liberty leading the people. This is in the Louvre. Okay, and Eugene Delacroix did this famous painting in 1830. All right, so this is this. It's a very romanticized version or depiction of Libertas, Lady Liberty, prior, because, okay, Liberty was always seen as hard won through riots and battles. Okay, so here is Liberty with the tricolor, red, white, and blue, and a musket, and she's got these scrappy soldiers and rioters from different classes taking down. This was the July Revolution. Okay, so this was a controversial painting in 1830, but one of the main ways Bartholdi was visionary is that Liberty was now, Lady Liberty was now seen as like the bringer of reason, Liberty enlightening the world, not through warfare, but through illumination, concepts, reason, rationality, intelligence, and the rule of law. Okay? Lady Liberty, so she stands stoic in New York Harbor. This book shows you all the historic precedent and Bartholdi's vision. But I really want to look at these. These are from 86 as well. 1986 Centennial. Driving the first rivet. There you go. Outside the workshop in Paris being built, okay? So she was fully constructed in Paris. The U.S. was tasked with building the pedestal. Come on, seriously. Hottest summer on record. I had, the beginning of this year, I had some sanity left. I did. This year has been very challenging for me. I've also been sick the past 14 days. COVID. Okay. Shipped to the U.S., okay? The U.S. had to build the pedestal and erect Lady Liberty in 1885 and 1886. I think the other book's a little better. This is showing, yeah, so Liberty had been previously depicted as, liberty through overcoming opposition, strife, and conflict. I think I have an actual vintage postcard of that image. There's nothing I like as well as Liberty, except you. Very cool. So this one dives more into advertising and parody. Liberty enlightening the moon. Oh, very cool. I gotta read that because this one I think is more what I want to talk about today with the construction. Harbor view with projected pedestal. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Harbor view with projected pedestal. Harper's Weekly, 1875. Like I'm saying, they had to get so much funding. Is that Bartholdi up there? Okay. Hand and torch at the Philadelphia Centennial Exposition. Okay, so they showed in Paris, they should say Paris, Head Paris International Fair. They displayed the completed head in Paris and the completed arm, the torch, in Philadelphia to help raise funds. It was a construction of the left hand, Paris. Beautiful. Bartholdi in his studio. See, dude, there's a real good picture in here. Dude was a collector. I'm telling you, when he traveled Egypt and elsewhere, he collected all these little trinkets. There's a better picture of his studio somewhere. No. Okay. Anyway, you can kind of see. That's the one you can still see. Oh my gosh, you can see this one at a museum in Paris. Dude was prolific and talented. Now this says Miss Cornelius Vanderbilt as the electric light. Think about all the technological innovations taking place in the 1870s, 1880s. Okay, this is driving the first rivet, not ribbit. This is not Liberty Insanity. This is not a Statue of Liberty. Okay, assembly in Paris. Okay. More just like old advertising stuffs. Well, you got the essence of Black Mamba. Here's some good ones. Okay. Construction view. Interior of the head. Presentation in Paris. There she is. Okay. Built in Paris, ready to be disassembled, shipped over the Atlantic, reassembled in America, in New York Harbor, atop. I think the statue is 105 feet and the pedestal is 105 feet. So, and then this says the torch over New York Harbor. Okay, very cool. Fireworks celebrating the unveiling. Okay. And that would have been October 28th, 1886. Trade card. Immigration. The Statue of Liberty. Okay, very cool. On March 26, 1883, one of the social events of the decades heralded the completion of the new Fifth Avenue Vanderbilt mansion. The Vanderbilt's fancy costume ball was attended by guests dressed as Cleopatra, Marie Antoinette, Helen of Troy, and Louis XVI, to name a few. Miss Cornelius Vanderbilt represented the electric light, an image probably inspired by the Statue of Liberty. Yeah, okay. Lady Liberty was designed from the beginning by Bartholdi. We know all the symbolic representation, but it was designed to be a lighthouse, and it was an active lighthouse until, I think, 1920 or something. I don't know. And I don't know. Happy Bastille Day, happy Independence Day, France. Very cool, very cool. Let me see. I'm going to take 1 second more, see if I can find that Bartholdi in his studio with his collection of figures, figurines, and statuettes. This is. I've read to here. I'm reading the whole thing. It's just, can I remember the stuff I've read in 120 degrees? No. Maybe around here. There. Okay, that was a postcard. Yep, the Philadelphia exhibition. Okay, remember, Eiffel helped construct the interior. Statue of Liberty is older than the Eiffel Tower. Okay. France Day. Bartholdi, very cool, great book. Okay, fantastic. Woo, history, insanity. Thumbs up. Liberty, insanity. 55. Goodbye.